Today is National Wear Red Day, and you can help the American Heart Association spread awareness around heart disease. We've got Dawn and Misty here to share more. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Excited. Let's talk about what is National Wear Red Day.
Yeah, National Wear Red Day is simply a manifestation visually that you are supporting Go Red for Women. As you guys may know, cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of women.
Absolutely. Any more statistics you can share about heart disease in our community and how it's impacting us?
Yeah, for sure. You know, about 45% of women over the age of 20 actually have some form of heart disease. There's a lot of maternal death and mortality as a result of heart disease. And unfortunately, in underrepresented groups, particularly the Black, Native American, and also women who live in rural areas, they're 3 to 4 times more likely to suffer from heart disease and maternal either death or complications.
Those are sobering statistics there.
It is.
What can we do to prevent heart disease? Maybe ways to take care of our cardiovascular health.
Yeah, I mean, there's several things that you can do. One is knowing your numbers, right? Knowing your blood pressure, your cholesterol, just blood sugar, body mass, any of those things, knowing your numbers. If it helps to have a friend and get them together and you're holding each other accountable to doing that, or, you know, adding exercise and diet into your daily routine will definitely help reduce those numbers to where stroke, heart disease is at a minimal risk to you.
Yeah. What about the resources? I know you do a lot in our community.
Yes.
Do you have resources that the American Heart Association provides that we have access to?
Yeah. One of the very simple things when you talk about what can be done is knowing CPR, right?
Okay.
And so one of the things that AHA does is provide CPR training, hands-on CPR training. And an interesting statistic is that a lot of women don't get CPR by bystanders because of our physical anatomy. There's just a fear of people to participate and actually give help even when they know CPR.
Yeah, that's fascinating, yes. But that's one of the reasons I think you should stay trained up. Like, I remember having CPR lessons, but that was like years ago, right? It's something that you need to keep current. Am I right about that?
For sure. And now, you know, depending on when you took that training, it's hands-on CPR. Like, you don't have to necessarily do the breathing. And so it's less obtrusive, if you will.
Yeah, sure.
And a little bit easier and readily available.
Sure. And we've had the American Heart Association on before with the
You have to push down
CPR.
hard.
You have to push down hard. And I think we were doing
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Yeah. I wasn't pushing hard enough on my
because it has to make a little sound.
It does.
Yes,
It
yes,
does. You have to definitely get a full compression and then release about 100 to 120 compressions until you get help.
Yes.
And really that like doubles and triples. If somebody is performing hands-only CPR until help arrives, it doubles and triples the survival rate of the person getting it. So you really do want to help a bystander, regardless if it's male or female, no matter the anatomy.
Yeah. And good to know, because a lot of people may be like, well, I don't know what to do. You know, maybe I've called, you know, the emergency services, and maybe they're just like, I don't know what else to do. But knowing that it's okay to go ahead and start those chest compressions to even help, it's a great resource to know about.
Yes, exactly. And I think a lot of high school kids now have to have it as far as their, you know, curriculum and, you know, to be able to graduate. So it's a good practice to have. And most of the time, if you're scared to do it, you know, 911 will stay on the phone with you to help you walk you through it, to calm you down a little bit, because we're all, you know, anxious when it comes to that.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Today we've all got our red on, our red pants and everything, because it is Wear Red Day. What can we do to support and help with this movement?
Yeah. Well, we'll always take donations. I mean, money is always helpful, but we also are always looking for volunteers. You know, awareness is a huge component of what we're trying to do, and so many people are not even aware, particularly women, that it's the #1 cause of death for us, unfortunately. And so getting active in your community, having your company potentially host and sponsor some events like our luncheon is another way for you to participate.
Yeah, and that's one of the things. We have a Go Red for Women luncheon that is occurring on Tuesday, May 21st, which is a great way to get involved. Several people within the community, suppliers, Walmart, whatever, are there to really take part. And like learning and making yourself aware of all of the statistics, but also finding ways that you can action it and, you know, take that out into your house and to your communities
Sure.
and really share to gain awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you
Thank
both so much
you.
for joining.
Yes, thank
you
you.
guys.
Lots
Appreciate
of
the
great
opportunity.
resources.
Yes,
Yeah, for
yes.
sure.
Take care.